The Bible says that one day the angels came to present themselves before the Lord, and Satan also came with them. The Lord asked Satan, "Where have you come from?" Satan answered, "From roaming throughout the earth, going back and forth upon it." Then the Lord said to Satan, "Have you considered my servant Job?"
As we approach the election, there's been some major updates that have resulted in a change in the polls. District 5 Representative Desmond Clark Davis is in the lead and seems he has a clear-cut victory to his second consecutive congressional term.
In other news, we continue our coverage on the People versus May Keene's trial, where they have reached a stalemate in the settlement talk. These former employees were led by Tom Wayne, who was the first to file a lawsuit against the billionaire. Currently, he is represented by the General Counsel of Linda Pilecki, who has now taken over after the last two attorneys have bailed.
Well, you know why that is, Jane. No one has been able to stand up to the defense presented by the Douglas, Landrum, and Madison law firm, which is being spearheaded by none other than Jabari McPherson. If law was a sport, he'd definitely be the Floyd Mayweather of it. However, this trial has gone on longer than initially expected. This is the third mediation for the case, and we'll finally figure out if everything will be finalized or not.
We take you live now to Lisa Lang down at the courthouse.
I'm on my way.
Thank you, Jane. Yes, we are live outside the courthouse today in what marks the third mediation for this trial. These former employees are hoping that justice will soon be served and that the two sides can come to a peaceful understanding.
Judge Hanson, we have decided, me and my clients, that this case is way too important to settle, so we will not be doing that at all. My clients do deserve much better.
My client is graciously giving you guys $10,000 per client.
Not enough. You can hear that from my client. He's lost his home.
I'm going bankrupt. I'm losing
And
my
how is that
life.
my client's issue?
Your client has cheated over 500
How so?
people. I have over 20 files of evidence.
Judge, there's no
stating
evidence
that he
whatsoever.
cheated. My client,
I'm losing my wife. My kids can't even go to
he's about to
school.
be evicted.
I can't even put gas in my car.
Private school. Put them in public. They'll be fine.
You know, I don't see how you can even
Why are
look.
you
How can you
representing
wake up in the
crooked,
morning?
out of their
What
life
evidence do you
savings?
have?
How can you represent?
My client is getting evicted.
And how is that his problem?
He has to eat Taco Bell every night because he is
You know how many people are working at the
No,
Order!
Losing everything.
Not my problem.
Yeah, I know it is.
Excuse me.
You don't care.
Sir, since a settlement has yet to be reached in this case, I elect to move forward with the plaintiff's motion to move this matter forward toward trial. We prolonged this case long enough. We shall reconvene in a week for the continuation of the trial. And to avoid any additional interruptions, I elect to move this case to a bench trial.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor.
Court is adjourned.
Well,
Yeah.
you better be ready, McPherson.
We'll see you Monday.
Yes, sir.
Yo, it's amazing how you treat the courtroom like it's a stage. I swear the judge was looking at you like America's Got Talent.
Well, hey, lawyers are the best actors, as someone put it.
That was back at undergrad during mock trials. Might I remind you, that was the day I was victorious over you, Mr. McPherson.
Oh, as you remind me, what, every 5 minutes?
4.
Hey, but on a serious note, though, I think you're going to get that final partner spot.
Hey, look, man, look, you never know. Honestly, I'm just happy to have a job.
Aren't we all?
But I would like a pay raise.
Who wouldn't?
Come on, let's go.
Where we eating?
Del Taco.
Nah, ain't gonna work.
I take it went well today?
It was alright. We couldn't settle, so we had to continue with the trial, but everyone's confident that we're going to win. Think it's too early to celebrate? Well.
You know I can't have that.
Yeah, that's right. So, how did it go today?
She's as healthy and as perfect as she could be.
You mean he? He's as healthy and perfect as he can be. Isn't that right, Junior?
Oh, I almost forgot. I got your suit for the firm's annual banquet this weekend. It's upstairs.
I almost forgot about that myself. I wonder what's going to happen this year.
Yeah, I wonder.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Good evening.
Come on, Jack.
Lindsay, you look stunning.
Thank you, Mr. McPherson.
Mr. McPherson. And future Mrs. McPherson.
Pleasure to see you all again. Derek, hello.
Hello to you. Jay,
Yeah,
you ready?
of course. And having to help you finish this case is going to be a huge advantage.
Hey, look, I'm just doing my part. You have to do it.
Well, that is my specialty.
There he is.
Before this party gets started, I have a few words I'd like to say. This has been a great year for the firm, and we have even greater things in store for our future. With that being said, I have a major announcement I would like to make. Ever since the retirement of our founding partner here at the former Douglas and MacArthur, I have been considering many attorneys for the vacant position of associate partner. I have thought long and hard about this decision. Considering the various cases that he's won, plus being a tremendous asset to the firm, I now have a finalist for consideration. That man being Jobari McPherson. Congratulations, young man.
You two said I would have this in a bag within a year. He practically gave Jabari the partner position. I mean, he's a good lawyer. Hell, he's a great lawyer, but I've won more cases in this firm than he has, and now I'm the errand boy? You two were supposed to have my back. That was supposed to be my promotion.
Son, calm down. No need to get yourself worked up and blow this whole thing. Relax. Go home, enjoy the weekend. Got our first day of prep Monday morning.
And don't worry, Derek. Your hard work hasn't gone unnoticed. You never know when your time will come.
You know what, Regis? You're right. You never know.
So, McPherson, what did you think of my consideration for you to be partner?
I mean, I'm honored, sir. I truly am. It's just, why me?
I've got big plans for you, McPherson. I can see you have a gift for this field. It's in your blood.
I wish that were true. Me and my grandfather on my dad's side was in the Air Force, and my mother was adopted, so who knows?
That's true. You'll never know. Besides, remind me of myself in a whole lot of ways.
Well, that truly means a lot. And thank you for believing in me. Don't worry, I got this.
That I know, son. That I know.
I'm not one to be bitter, but I am just, I mean, ooh.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
What happened now?
I have had it with these grown boys.
Right? They want you to take care of this. They want you to take care of that. Like you're replacing their mama or something. But they don't want to commit.
It's a waste of time.
See, you have to know how to weed the grown boys out from the grown men.
Of course. We have a little expert here. So, does Jabari have any grown men friends?
Yeah, he has that guy that's at the firm.
Who? The old one? Girl, let me find out.
No, you know which one I'm talking about, Iman.
Oh, yeah. Something with a D. It or
Derek.
right. His fine self.
Oh, Derek? I think he's saying someone.
Of course he is. All the good ones are taken. You're lucky you grabbed Jabari when you did, girl.
Yep. Girl, what was that?
Yeah. Like you're not engaged to one of the most eligible bachelors in the city and expecting his baby.
I don't know. I don't know for sure.
You don't know for sure about what?
So he has this major opportunity coming up with his firm that I don't think he can handle it. And I don't know what's going to happen to us if he doesn't get it, you know? And I have a little one now that I have to worry about. And the life that I built. And I don't want all of this to blow up in my face.
You just have to pray for him. And we will too.
Yeah.
He's always been at the top of his game.
She's right. Don't worry, girl. Better stop all that stressing before he or she pops out early on you.
Oh, no.
Y'all ready to get started?
Yes.
Man, you can't come back without
Get off of me.
Ma'am.
Mr. McPherson.
Ma'am.
Get off of me, mister.
Ma'am.
Get off of me. Mr. McPherson. Get off of me, Mr. McPherson.
Hey, what's going on out here?
Sir, I apologize. She will not leave the premises. She just barged back here.
Mr. McPherson, I have something you need to see.
It's okay, wait.
Okay.
Sir, you may not know me. My name is Violet Harper.
Ah, yes, Miss Harper. I remember seeing your name on the case files. You worked for Mace Keynes.
I did. And you're making a huge mistake.
Oh, really? How so?
You've been bashing us and telling lies for the last year, but your pretty little client has been keeping secrets from you.
What's this?
Just look into Mr. Jones's records. I'm sure you'll figure it out.
Here's the file you asked for.
Oh, thank you.
Will you be needing anything else tonight?
Nope. This is exactly what I was looking for.
All right. Good night.
Good night.
Good night. Good night.
Oh, but before you two go, I do want to bring your attention to a small detail I found on page 487 under point 8B. According to the company policy under Article 14, it says that they must adhere under...
You know what? We actually noticed that, and we brought that up on our last meeting. And they assured us that there was no violation pertaining to the said policy. That any cause of such was prompted by the terminated employee. So...
Are you absolutely sure that we have nothing to worry about? I mean, seriously, D. This could be a serious violation of the Exchange Act. And I refuse to lose a case because...
You're not going to lose, man. Whenever you ever lost.
Never.
Exactly. Just go and get some rest, okay? I'll get all the papers together, and I'll have it for you tomorrow.
How's that sound?
Okay. You're right.
What's I am, D? You have a good night, man.
You too, man. Oh, and hey, D.
Yeah.
It means a lot having you in my corner.
Absolutely.
Hey, Lindsay.
Mr. McPherson, what are you doing here so early?
Sorry I startled you. I couldn't sleep last night. There was something about these case files that just kept me up.
Okay, well, do you need any help or anything?
Maybe
coffee?
Coffee, yes. Can I get...
3 French vanilla creamers and 5 sugars in it?
Wow, you're good.
Well, I'd like to think I know you by now.
And due to their malpractices and faulty labor agreements, they've ultimately led to the loss of more than 500 jobs.
Thank you. Mr. McPherson?
Your Honor, what you have just heard is what the plaintiff believes they can prove in this case. However, what they did not show you were all the facts. Now, Your Honor, these are not the files that we went over.
It's the same file I had in my folder all day.
Derek, these aren't even the same files that we went over the last month.
Boy, I promise you, I took them home and I brought them back. That's it.
Derek.
McPherson, we're waiting. Is there some problem here?
Your Honor, I request a continuance.
Wait, Judge Hamilton.
That's unheard of.
Hold on a minute.
What?
We're prepared today. I've got my client here.
Your Honor.
Order, order. I'm going to grant your request for a continuance because clearly you don't have it all together. We'll resume this case in 5 days. Court is adjourned.
I brought them back.
Hey, what's wrong?
Well, let's see. First, Derek screws up my case files. And then I find some evidence that doesn't make any sense.
I'm sure it would be fine. What do the other 2 lawyers think?
Regis and Walker claim everything's fine, but
nothing. If your firm's 2 most valuable lawyers say so, then you should probably trust their judgment.
yeah, maybe you're right.
Look, you have a great opportunity ahead of you, Bar. Don't let your personal feelings affect what's right. Okay?
So what are we going to do?
How about we just focus on making sure that the documents are the same on the day? How about it?
Jay, look, I swear, man, I apologize. They were the same files we had the night before.
Yeah, you keep saying that, but it doesn't change the fact.
Pardon my interruption, but Mr. Douglas would like to see you, Mr. McPherson.
Okay, please let him know that I'll be there in a few.
He said right now.
Hey, Mr. Douglas.
What happened yesterday?
Permission to speak freely. I found a potential discrepancy in the case files and I wasn't confident in our position.
McPherson, we told you that it was nothing.
Yes, I know, but there's still something that doesn't make any sense.
McPherson, just relax. You are letting this case get you. Everything you need to win is there.
I'm
right?
not so sure about that.
So what are you saying, Jabari?
I found what could potentially be a serious violation of the Exchange Act. And if that's true, then our client is lying.
Harry, we've been all over those files ourselves twice. And our client is completely fine. There are no violations.
Well, then you must be blind.
Are you trying to tell us we're wrong?
If the shoe fits.
Okay, enough. Based on this, something doesn't seem to be right. But you have two partners who seem to think otherwise. So, what do we do about this?
I say we look over all the case files from the very beginning. Possibly motion for a delay and...
Are you serious? This case has already had several delays, and it's our biggest client. I knew it was a mistake to put him on this.
A mistake? No. Representing your precious client if they're wrong is a mistake. And I refuse to continue with this trial unless I'm absolutely sure we're on the right side.
There's no way this case gets postponed. You know that, Harry.
Okay. It's obvious that we cannot postpone the case. But we have to be very, very careful moving forward. But we have no choice but to move forward.
Sir, you can't be serious. Sir, that's crazy.
Are you questioning my judgment?
Look at the facts that are right in front of you.
Enough.
This is wrong and you know it.
McPherson, you are either going to finish what you started or we will find somebody else who will. This case is close to being a closure, and I will not have this firm made to be look like a bunch of fools. Is that clear?
Sir, if I may, I believe that Derek would be the best person to take on this case.
Yes, and he's already familiar with the files and he has a great plan of attack.
I've been on this case since the very beginning. It was me that got us to this point, and now you want to take me out due to a difference of opinion?
McPherson, maybe you've just been on this case too long. I mean, you know how a long trial can affect your judgment.
My judgment? We can't defend someone unless we know 100% that they're innocent.
Okay, enough. McPherson, from now on you will support the case. Landrum, Walker, get Thompson prepped.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. I told you we'd take care of you.
When did that happen? Are you kidding me? Derek. No, he hasn't gotten home yet. Oh, wait. He's here. He just got in. I'll call you back. What happened today?
I don't want to talk about it.
No, we're going to talk about this. Derek just called me.
Oh, really? And what did he have to say?
About the argument you had and how he's taken over the case. Jabari, if you get fired, how are we going to be able to afford all of this?
Fired? Nobody's getting fired. I just got repositioned, that's all. We'll be fine. We're fine.
How can you say that? What makes you so sure? This was your big case and you cracked. You were going to be partner and you blew it.
Harry wouldn't do me like that. And even if he did, I could find another job, like McDonald's or something.
McDonald's?
I'm joking. The point being is that God will take care of us.
Why do you keep doing this to yourself? How can you be so nonchalant about everything? God, I am so sick and tired of your fake happiness all the time. You need to grow up, Bob. Be a realist. Not everything can be fixed by faith. You haven't even been to church and God knows when.
It's only because of work. Just because I don't go to church every Sunday doesn't mean my faith is wavered. If God is with us through the good, is he not through the bad?
Jesus, Bar, enough! Where was God when my dad was killed? He was the most godliest man that I knew. Where was our God when I got so sick during pregnancy that we lost our firstborn? And we had to terminate. So you tell me, where was God then? Why would he allow that to happen to us? Tell me. Exactly. I quit that nonsense long ago, and I suggest you do the same.
Nonsense?
Yes.
It's because of God that we have all of this. And look, I know we've lost a lot. But we've also been blessed.
I've had enough of this.
What? What do you mean you had enough?
All you do is think of yourself. You take everything for granted as if you don't care if you lose it all.
Because I don't. It's nothing but stuff. If I lost it, I can make it up all again.
You are so pathetic.
Where's all this coming from? Look, I know that pregnancy affects your hormones and everything, but
I need a real man, Jabari. I should have never settled for you. So now you can focus on you like you always have.
I have always focused on us.
Really?
And I've always put you first.
Really? Well, if you were focusing on us, then you would do your job and stop getting into all of these situations. You always have to be right, even when you're wrong. And what if they realize they don't need you after all? Then what you gonna do? You always have a plan. Well, what's your plan now?
Yes, I always do have a plan. And I always bounce back. And I will always put you first.
Really? Where were you when I went into depression?
I was right here.
Where were you when I almost overdosed?
I was right here.
No.
You pushed me in.
No, I'll tell you where you were. You were too busy focusing on your career.
For you.
Jabari this and Jabari that. Well, you know what? Now Jabari can worry about his own damn self.
What? Everything I've done has been for you. Where are you going? You are the reason I've done all of this. And God has blessed us again. That is my child you are carrying. My child.
Not even yours. It's theirs.
Right, so some of the files, please look over them. I plan on winning this case. Tell me if you see anything.
Because we looked at the next section 53. The backwards got the D's.
What's up, Jay? You're bad, man. You alright?
Take a look at it.
What's wrong, man? You still mad about the other day? Yo, just accept it.
Come on! Come on! Jabari! My family! My family! I didn't even care about my job, my family! Get off of me! Get off of me!
What the hell are you doing, son? You had better get your act together or you are fired!
Don't worry. I quit.
What the hell was that all about?
apart. Try again, we fall apart, fall apart.
Come in.
Hey.
What's up?
I left Jabari.
No.
Derek, I'm so sorry he hurt you.
No thanks to you.
Derek.
What?
He needed to know the truth.
What truth, Felicity?
I didn't mean for you to get hurt.
You didn't mean for me to get hurt. What about him? Did you mean for him to get hurt?
Derek, please don't. I said I'm sorry, but I couldn't stay with him, and I just...
Get out of my office. Get out of my office.
Derek, please.
I said get out of my office. Before I have security throw you out.
Afternoon, Mr. McPherson.
Yes. How may I help you?
I'm here to pick up the I-8 and the Range Rover.
Excuse me? For what?
The payments haven't been made for 3 months, and they sent me here to have them returned.
I mean, I don't know why. There are plenty of funds in that account, and they haven't set the auto pay.
don't know what to say, sir. I'm just doing my job.
Excuse me for a second. What do you mean? I just made a deposit. Really? Well, I'm so sorry. My fiance, my ex, must have taken me off auto pay.
It's all right, Mr. McPherson. So, can I get the keys? Thanks, Mr. McPherson. Have a nice day, sir.
So what were you telling me?
You're broke.
How?
Well, let me put it this way. Your checking account balance says 0. Your savings account balance says 0. Your business investment account also says 0. The homeless man outside my building has more money than you.
How did that happen?
You had a joint account with your fiancée? She closed it out.
Is there any way to stop it?
Nope, already gone.
Great. So now I have nothing.
Well, you can have this pen.
Thank you. Thanks for coming on short notice.
No problem under the circumstances.
So have you guys heard anything yet?
Nothing yet. And no one is because...
Because what?
Because you laid out a coworker in front of the senior partners, that's why.
Well, if he had done to them what he did to me, then they wouldn't care as much.
Jabari, that is beside the point. Look, regardless of why it happened, that was very unprofessional and it should have been resolved there.
And you're about to be partner too? Man, I hope your fight night battle was worth it.
What am I supposed to do now? I have no job and no money.
Just be strong. We'll keep asking around. But as of right now, there's nothing else that we can do. You know what? I may know a guy.
Who?
I'm sending you his info. I'm not saying he's hiring, but he'll definitely be on his radar.
Mr. McPherson, come on down. Hey, Randall Ferguson.
Pleasure to meet you.
Hey, thanks for stopping by today. Just make a right. Mr. McPherson, unfortunately, we are all staffed up right now, but I did want to meet you. I mean, very impressive resume, and well, if I could be frank with you, you do seem down and uninspired. And you shouldn't with a resume like this. I mean, you're more qualified than I am for my job, and so that's another reason not to hire you. But if I could, maybe off the record, just open up to you and let you know that the way I like to stay inspired is, well, through song. In fact, I sing in the church choir, St. Luke's, just down the street. Well, they won't let me sing at the Christmas service, which is a shame because, well, number one, I'm a great singer and I love all the Christmas songs, and I'd love to sing one for you. Maybe that will inspire you a little bit, put a smile on your face. Silent night.
Thank you.
Well, don't. Where are you going? Oh, holy night.
Hey, Lindsay asked me to bring you these files.
Just leave it right there.
Is everything okay?
Everything's good.
Are you sure? Okay. I'll be in Lindsay's office if you need me.
The suffering, the pain, the anguish, the trials, the tribulations that we're going through is for a purpose. Paul circles back to that in Romans 8:28, that all these things work together for your good, right? All these things work together for your good. For those that are called according to his what? Purpose. Sometimes the pain, the suffering, the uncomfortable situations we find ourselves in life, we have to understand that the process is associated with purpose. As some of you reflect today during this Bible study around the things that you're going through, your trials, your tribulations, understand this. You're in a metamorphosis. God's creating linings. And you really reflect on all the things that you're going through and you've been through, and you begin to ask God, why? Well, while God is in the process of answering that question for you, what I would like to submit to you is an opportunity to pray as you surrender to his purpose in your life, even if pain is the thrust point towards your purpose. Let us all stand.
But I need a real man, Jabari.
You are the reason I've done all of this. And God has blessed us again. That is my child you are carrying. My child.
Not even yours.
Yo, just accept it. Come on. Jabari, my family.
My dear precious baby boy, I know this time has been hard for you, seeing me like this. But before I go, I wanted to tell you how proud and blessed I am to be your mother. Soon you will be a senior and then going off to college. You are growing up to be a greater man than I could have ever imagined for you. I know you aren't on the best terms with your father, but he truly does love you. And trust me, it's a blessing when you're able to just have a father in your life. You both will need each other more now. Please be there for your sister as well. I think you will be a great lawyer one day. The passion that you have for it makes me think that it might be in your DNA. Regardless, I know that God has so much in store for you. I just want you to pursue your dreams. Romans 8:18. I love you with all of my heart, now and forever. Love, Mom. I will always be with you. Don't you dare give up. God's not finished with you yet.
I miss you, Mom. For I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory that shall be revealed in us. Just show me what to do.
Well, it took you long enough. Did you run into a traffic jam on a dirt road?
You know, I like to make a difference.
Son.
Hey, Dad.
Want something to drink?
No, sir.
Suit yourself.
Wow.
She was so beautiful.
Yes, she was. So how's Ari and Eli?
They're good. They were over here last week.
I see you kept all of Mom's artwork exactly the same.
Yes. Wouldn't change it for nothing in the world. Son.
Sir?
What are you going to do now that you're back?
I'm not sure yet. I mean, get a job, of course, but not sure.
Well, we can figure it all out.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Let's play tag. Okay, here it is. Excuse me. Can I sit here?
Sure.
Such a beautiful day. Are you okay? You seem like there's a lot going on in your mind.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Are you sure? Sometimes it's easier talking to a stranger than it is someone you know. Well, we can sit here in awkward silence, or you can tell me what's going on.
I've just been going through a lot. There's been a lot of bad stuff happening in my life lately, and I don't know why. I mean, what could I have done to have been dealt the hand that I've been dealt, and what could I possibly have done to make God this angry at me? had everything. The beautiful woman. The great career. And suddenly it all just fell apart.
I'm sorry.
Now I can't even find a job. I feel like I'm just hanging on by a thread.
But why do you feel this happened to you?
Beats me. Clearly I've screwed up all the plans God has for my life. What's so funny?
You're not that powerful. Look, have you ever thought that maybe you're being broken to be set up for a blessing?
Well, it sure doesn't seem that way.
Your situation reminds me of a story in the Bible called Job. Job was a wealthy man who had it all, and he lost it all.
That sounds familiar.
But the amazing part is, he was a righteous man, yet the enemy still went after him. He was actually walking in the will of God. But were you? You see, the enemy only attacks those with purpose. And God will sometimes allow him for the breaking process, so that he may rebuild you to become the righteous man that you were supposed to be. You're just in that breaking process.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
It was a pleasure meeting you.
You as well. Even in the midst of your failures, God can still use you, Jabari.
Give me a second, let me show you. All right. Do you see here? This covers everything. You get the tax returns, the budget forms. It supports your claim to declare bankruptcy.
I see someone's been doing their homework.
Oh, yes, sir. I'm just trying to do my job. You know, I plan on having this case wrapped up by our next trial date.
Well, that'd be great, Mr. Thompson.
Also, I'm gonna have the rest of the files that Jabari had. I'm gonna bring them to the case.
Yes, Mr. McPherson. He clearly is not qualified to handle a case of this magnitude.
I mean, all due respect, sir. There's more to this story.
Regardless, I feel that now we have the right person to handle this case properly. Just don't lose sight of the big picture, Mr. Thompson.
Yes, sir.
Oh, don't forget, you scratch my back, and I'm sure you know the rest.
Morning, sleepyhead.
Morning, Pop. You sleep well last night?
I sleep well every night, son. Yeah, I got something for you.
From what?
For you. Now, don't you get used to that. You're a grown man now.
I hope so.
Heard you talking in your sleep last night. Boogeyman got you again?
No. Just trying to process all of this.
Want to talk about it?
Not right now. Besides, I have to go anyway.
Where you going?
I have a couple of job interviews lined up. Trying to get a job as you ordered. And then I'm going to go see Ari and Eli afterwards.
Okay.
But I probably should get going. The first interview's in an hour.
We'll pick up on this later.
I'm sure.
It will happen.
I need a man.
You're always saying that.
A nice, fine chocolate man.
Girl, you need a job. That's what you need.
No. I would get a man with money, honey. Tell you the truth.
You're ridiculous. Oh, I missed you. How are you?
Well, who might this be?
This is my twin brother, Jabari.
Your twin? Where you been hiding him at?
It's a pleasure to meet you, miss.
Well, I'll be miss whatever your last name is.
This is Trisha, and she was just leaving.
I am? Oh, yeah. Well, I'm going to let you two catch up, and I'll be here more often.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
You have some crazy friends.
I know. I'm sorry. Well, what's new with my little baby brother?
Only by 2 minutes. And, just living life.
We want to elaborate? Well, I have to pick Eli up from the park. Want to walk and talk?
Yeah. I haven't seen the little guy in so long.
Oh, he is not so little anymore.
Okay.
Let me go get my purse.
All right, that'll do it.
Thanks again, Marty. You're a lifesaver.
No problem, man. Just doing what the good Lord has blessed me to do.
Amen to that.
Thank you.
You okay? You look like you got something on your mind.
Yeah, it's just my son moved back with me. He's going through a lot.
You tried talking to him, right?
Oh, yeah. Boy's stubborn like his mother.
Well, I guess try sitting down with him and let the conversation come naturally. I mean, sometimes you just gotta knock at a wall a little bit for it to come down.
Yeah. I like that.
Thanks again.
Process everything, but... Thanks. It's like my twin. Wow. Hey, little man.
Uncle Jabari!
He is not so little anymore.
Not at all.
Hey. Gosh. Where you get these guns from?
Well, I have been playing football this year.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
What position?
Receiver.
You score a lot of touchdowns?
Well, I am a McPherson, of course.
I like that answer. Here, let me see what you got. Yeah, he's a McPherson. I mean, you know what it's like living with Dad. Yeah, Dad. And he's basically been grilling me about getting a job. I tell him, I can't force anybody to hire me, and I've been applying, but of course that's not good enough for him. He's all like, hey boy, back in my day, we had to go door to door and site to site to see if they were hiring. And even then, you guys don't even want to talk to anybody till the first day of work.
That sounds just like him. He can't wrap his head around the fact that I work from home. Girl, that computer thing break down. Where your job at now?
Yeah, that's our dear old dad.
Yeah.
He means well for his kids, though. Just like you.
You know, when I had him, I thought my life was over. Here I was, a junior in high school, pregnant. Felt like a statistic, and his father wanted nothing to do with us. You know, I wanted to end it all so badly, but you were there to help me. You spoke life into me. Do you remember what you said?
Sometimes God will allow the storm because we need the rain.
Now it's my time to speak life into you, baby bro. He hasn't forgotten about you. Oh, and the fact that you're still here means he has so much more in store.
Mr. Parks, can you please explain to us, what all did you have invested in the company?
I had a significant investment in my 401k plan and some overall investments in the company.
So, what exactly did they tell you happened to your investments?
They said it vanished.
Vanished?
Yes.
Just like that?
Well, they haven't been able to find anything so far, so.
So what would you say to someone who feels like you've never even had those investments? That you're just another ex-employee trying to get a piece of the pie because things didn't turn out your way?
Well, I would say to that person to just look around at all the people that have come together behind this issue. Like, I've lost all my finances. All of them. My family and I are about to be evicted. I lost the only job I've had for the last 9 years. Why wouldn't I fight for what I think is right? I have nothing else to lose.
That sounds good. Yep. Let's include that. Perfect. Okay. Yes, let's go ahead and start making the final preparations because I don't know. Beatrice, let me call you back. I got another call coming in. Yeah, I'll call you right back. Thank you, dear. What is it now, Regis? What? I do not want to hear that this is a complicated case. You're the one who said this was a simple case, remember? I am sick and tired of you and Walker giving me excuses. You wanted Thompson on this case, you got it. Now, get this clear. I want a win. Do you understand? You have
Sir. I don't know what's going on with him. Been up late, tossing and turning, everything. You name it, he's doing it. I'm telling you.
That's he was stressed out already. I was so
Ari, what are you doing here?
Hey, baby bro. Dad called me over to come talk to you.
About what?
Have a seat, son.
Well, can we talk about this later? I actually need to get changed. I'm meeting up with Mary for drinks tonight at Graft.
I said have a seat.
So what's up?
What's going on, son?
With what?
You've been wrestling in your sleep again.
I told you already. I'm just trying to process all of this. I'm still getting used to being back home.
Bar, I know you better than you know yourself, so what's really happening?
Before you called to come back home, you said you and Felicity broke it off because your careers got in between the two of you? Did you even try to work it out? Look, I know two people don't break up a 5-year relationship after one big argument. It had to be something big. Besides, what happened to my grandchild? Shouldn't she or he be here by now? Do you even want to know how I feel to have kids? What?
It's not mine.
OMG, that skank. I knew you were too good for her.
Yeah. And then when I went and confronted Derek about it, it was just...
Whoa, wait a minute. Did you just say Derek?
Yes, Derek.
What? I just didn't think Derek would do something like that. I mean, he's fine and all, but I'm not... I mean, he's hideous and he's gonna burn in hell.
Wow. Oh, Derek from undergrad?
Yeah, some best friend. All these years smiling in my face, but just pretending behind my back. I was such an idiot. And Felicity made me feel worthless. First, she went and took all my money and all my savings. And then when word spread about what happened at the office, nobody wanted to hire me. It is what it is. And to think, I almost ended my life over this.
You did what?
What? No!
It was just a moment.
No. Don't you ever, and I mean ever, allow anyone or any circumstance to make you feel like your life isn't worth living. You have so much to offer this world.
That's what Mom said.
What?
I found a letter from her during that moment, and it gave me the feeling that I needed.
That's Sandra. But she's right. I know that you have been through a lot. What's most important is that you learn to forgive. Forgive yourself. And you also have to forgive Felicity. And Derek too.
What? It's because of him that I'm in this mess. He nearly destroyed my life.
I know what it looks like. But until you forgive, it will always have power over you and keep you down. When you forgive and you let this go, God will push you forward into the purpose He has for you. Look, son, sometimes great people go through great pains to get to their destiny. And you already been through your storm. Your blessing is coming. Just hold on. I love you, son.
I love you too, Dad.
Aww, big hug.
Get your wet nose off of me. Trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge Him, and He shall direct thy paths.
Night, Pop.
Heavenly Father, I come to you. First of all, just to say thank you. Tell Sandra I miss her and I've gotten better with not working so hard. I thank you so much for bringing our son back into my life. He has been through so much, and I ask that you comfort him, Lord. Help him learn to forgive those that have wronged him, and most importantly, to forgive himself. Help him to follow your will, Lord, your way. Help me to be the father, the mentor, and the example that he needs right now. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. Looking for something?
Yeah. Boy, you alright?
Don't get used to it. You grown.
It's not poison, right?
You know you like it.
Boy, this is alright here. I like it.
So, Dad, I was thinking.
Uh-oh. What's this gonna cost?
Nothing like that. It's just, I've been home for a few weeks, and there's nothing panning out on the job market, so I thought maybe if you need the help, I could work with you in the shop.
You sure about this?
You still want to add and sons at the end of the name?
Could use the help. Man, with you being computer savvy and everything, make it much easier to order parts. I don't know.
I haven't paid anybody to change my oil since I moved out.
Well, if you for certain, welcome aboard, partner. Refill?
No, you can get that yourself. It's right behind you. Stop being lazy. Love you though.
Love you too, son. It's a tight squeeze.
I know.
Just gotta get the right angle.
I know, Dad.
You want a wrench?
No, I got it. Ah, God. Wrench. Thank you.
It's not a Tonka chore, you know.
I know the difference between a Tonka toy and a truck. That should about do it. Alright, that'll do it.
You sure?
Just get in and turn her over.
Okay, Mr. Jiffy Lube.
Hey, don't be mad because the young ain't got skills.
Alright, here we go.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Man, that's what I'm talking about. Wait, Dad, turn it off.
There have been new developments in the case. The former employees of May Kings have refused to settle even with a doubling offer
That's
from
your
their
case, ain't
former
it?
employer. This has caused the case to be prolonged
I knew something
longer
wasn't
than
right.
most feel it should have. The team from DL&M have been struggling recently in the trial since the testimony of a
You gotta
few
do something about it.
witnesses
Why
have
didn't you do the right thing at
shifted
first?
Not only Judge Hanson,
I was on the
but
wrong
the
side.
defense as well. Hopefully this will be resolved soon.
I'm in over my head. This paperwork is going to kill us. What else are these idiots hiding from us? I swear, if Jabari was here, he would have found it already.
Hey, you ungrateful little twerp. Don't you dare think about cracking. If it weren't for your father, you wouldn't even be at this firm. You're lucky we did what we did for you. Stupid.
Just cool down. Cool down. Everybody breathe. We're fine. There, pull it together. Walker's way. If McPherson would ever pulled his head out of the clouds, or if anybody knew we manipulated his documents, we lose the firm. Possible license.
Bro, you did what? You sabotaged Jabari for what?
We did it to give you a chance. That boy didn't deserve what he got. You stick to our script and you'll be just...
I can't stand for this.
What?
I said I won't stand for this.
I think that's good.
Where's that leak? Boy, what I tell you about starting without me?
You know I can't sit around doing nothing for too long.
Take a break. I made us some coffee.
All right.
All right. We got a customer. Stay back and relax. I'll check him in.
Well, I guess I'll get back to work then. Like I'm gonna relax. Seriously, where's that leak?
Son?
Yes, sir.
Is Miss Edwards here to see you? Pretty little thing.
Lindsay?
Long time no see, stranger.
How are you doing?
Well, right now I'm a little beat. It's a long drive to nowhere.
Yeah.
You're pretty, but don't be talking about my shop.
So, what brings you here anyway? And I'm not coming back.
No. They don't even know I'm here. I found out some things I think you need to know.
Regis and Walker, those sluts. They've had it out for me since the moment I started there. And what does Harry even think about this?
Well, he had a heart attack not long after you left. And he's been on bed rest ever since. Regis and Walker are running the firm in his absence.
And I bet they're happy about that. Just screwing everything up. And those poor workers. I wish there was something I could do to help.
Actually, you can. Look, Pilecki is way in over her head on this one. The clients are losing confidence in her, and if this thing doesn't turn around fast, they will lose. They need you.
Me? I couldn't even win on the other side. And why would they let me represent them, let alone trust me?
Son, maybe this is why everything is happening to you. God has placed a gift for you up here. And if you put that gift along with the one that's in here, nothing can stop you. You gotta help those folks. They need you. And if God be for you,
who can be against you?
I like her, son. So what do you say?
Well, I believe we're all in agreement that our current counsel seems to either have no interest in helping us, or we're going to have to come up with another alternative. Mr. McPherson.
Miss Pilecki.
What a pleasant surprise. So what can we do for you?
Oh, I want to help.
You want to help us?
Yes.
For what? But were you trying to use all of us to enact some sort of revenge?
No. I just truly believe that I can be an asset to you guys on this case.
Mrs. Pilecki, I'm Lindsay Edwards. It's nice to meet you in person.
Ah, yes. You too, Miss Edwards. Although, I really do wish you would have disclosed that you were going to be bringing Mr. McPherson here today.
I completely understand. I apologize. I didn't think you would accept the meeting. If you could just give us 5 minutes. Mr. McPherson has been following the case in the news, and we're aware that your current counsel is failing you.
Oh, so now you want to help. Really? After screwing up our lives, taking your time to call us liars, and calling us on the stand one by one for the slaughter. We've all come here, we've all fought for our rights, and to get back what we've lost. And you burned it all down for us. and you expect us to trust you? Why should we trust you?
Look, I know you don't trust me. And in fact, you don't even have a reason to. For the past year, I was responsible for belittling you, taking you on the stand one by one, calling you liars, making you feel worthless. I truly thought that I was on the right side. However, before I quit my job, it was brought to my attention that something wasn't right with the documents. And when I found some discrepancies and took it to my superiors, they wanted to sweep it under the rug because they thought this trial had been on too long. And they were more concerned with winning than seeking true justice. Then, like you, my life fell completely apart. In an instant, I lost my family, my finances, my entire way of life. And look, I can't pretend to say that I know exactly what you've gone through because each of you has dealt with this in the best way that you could within the given circumstances. But what I'm asking for is a chance to make things right with you. I know that I was wrong and I am sorry. And I don't deserve your forgiveness, but all I want is a chance to do the right thing. And if you let me represent you, and I promise you, I will not lose. I have never lost a case, and I don't intend to start now. All I'm asking for is a chance.
So I guess we have a lot of work to do.
What do you mean, we?
You know I'm not going back. So, what's the plan, Mr. McPherson?
Let's get to work.
All right.
Looks like someone was burning the midnight oil.
Hey, sleepyhead. How are you feeling?
Much better. You make any progress?
Somewhat. I mean, I've been able to connect a few of the key documents, but without the ones I had at the firm, I won't be able to put everything together. But I'm sure we'll think of something. Hey. So, what's the purpose of us meeting here? Because fair warning, I am a lightweight.
Nothing like that. I just got us someone who wants to help.
Who? So, Jay? What are you doing here?
Shabari, hear him out.
5 minutes of it.
Please.
Hey Jabari, how's it going?
It's good.
You guys let me know if you need anything, okay?
Thank you.
Remember that time in college? I had got a higher grade than you. You just wouldn't let me have it. Of course, you went to the professor and you asked him to look it over again to see if he made a mistake. Of course he did. You just couldn't come in second, not even once. And then there was this time where
I didn't come to reminisce. What do you want, Derek?
Fair enough. Lindsay tells me there's a certain case file you need. I can get it for you.
And why would you help me?
Because it's the right thing to do. It's the least that I can do. Look, I understand it's not going to change what happened. But it's something, Jay. Look, I'm sorry about what happened to you and your fiance. And in hopes of you having children, but
you know what?
Jay! Jay! Look, I know you're mad. You have every right to be. I screwed up your life. The truth is, I just wanted to be you. I'm serious. Look at you. You're top of the class. Top of the firm. Beautiful woman. What was I, Jay? Number 2. I'm always being number 2, living in your shadow. Just wanted to be you once. It was at our office party. I had just lost the case. I felt like a failure. She walked up. Just talking. It was just drink after drink. And I walked her to her car. She kissed me. I pushed her off. She came harder. And look, I'm sorry, Jay. And I'm here to make it right. I'm just trying to make it right.
Wow. I've been going real hard at this the last couple of days.
Yeah.
Right about done?
Well,
I think we're good.
Really?
Yeah. I got this.
You sure? You don't want to go through everything at least once?
Nope. I'm calling it. I'm exhausted, my head hurts, and I'm hungry. Let's go get some dinner.
Okay.
Alone. Okay. Love you, Dad.
Love you too.
That is awful. You were a terrible person as a teenager.
I know. But you gotta admit, dude had it coming. I mean, you can't talk a big game around us and not back it up. You can get that totally out.
Jabari always thinks someone has it coming.
Because it's true.
Right.
I have to give it to him, though. Even without playing one down of high school football, dude never gave up.
Well, good for him. You guys didn't break his spirit.
Oh, come on. I have matured from my judgment of theirs. Now I just skew the judgment.
There he is.
Alright, well, there I'm not. I'll see y'all later, alright?
Alright. So, were you serious about us being done? I mean, I know we have a strong case, but there's still tons for us to look at.
Oh yeah, we're gonna put on a little show for them. Now that I have those case files, I have everything that I need to form this case the right way.
Okay.
But on a serious note though, I just want to say thank you. I couldn't have done this without you.
You're welcome.
Here we are once again on what the judge has declared as the final day of this trial. In a shocking twist of events, former defense attorney Jamall McPherson has now switched sides and is now leading the prosecution on behalf of the former employees. With his first act, he has called Mr. Jonathan Jones to the stand, who, against the wishes of his counsel, agreed to do so. This marks the first time that the chairman of May Keynes has chosen to witness on this trial. Yet, for better or worse, we know that definitively, today, this will all be resolved.
Mr. Jones, you recently filed for bankruptcy later this year, correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Now, if you would be so inclined to explain to us, why does a multi-million-dollar corporation with various streams of revenue need to suddenly declare bankruptcy?
Businesses lose profit all the time. We've been up and down. I felt it was in the best interest of the company.
Best interest, son.
Hey, got the right files this time.
Your Honor, I would like the prosecution to submit Exhibit V.
Present to debate.
Now, before I continue, I do want to verify the validity of these documents. Mr. Jones, that is your initials right there.
Yes.
And your signature.
Yes.
Thank you for your honesty. This photo that I contain in my possession has contents of what I have discovered from examining key documents of evidence.
This is very interesting, Mr. McPherson. However, if there's nothing conclusive...
Your Honor, if you will let me explain that.
Objection, Your Honor. The defense was not permitted such evidence. Therefore, we would like
Overruled. I'll allow it. Continue, Mr. McPherson.
Thank you, Your Honor. The following question is an excerpt from Federal Reserve Form UI. Now, it says here that in Section DD of the original evidence log that this excerpt contains a loan for Mr. Jones. With the placement files in conjunction with the rest of Section DD, it seems none other than a standard loan. However, when you combine this with what I've discovered in Section DD of the original evidence log, we find that the loan in question was written in falsely. So therefore, the stocks that were used to be recorded were not margin stock, but to be purchased of other said stocks outside of the company, which would prove...
Objection, speculation. Any of the documents we, as well as the prosecution, may possess can be rearranged in any order to read as they would so see fit.
Sit down, Walker.
That is true. However, if you take the two documents and put them together with filing form FQ, number 7 on the emails between Mr. Jones and his partner, Mr. Seitz, you then find on document E, which contains transfers of large sums of money from Keynes-owned Decker Construction, which was done so that the balance sheets showed profit when in reality there was nothing but loss. In using this company, Mr. Jones pulled millions of dollars of revenue from his main corporation of Key West International into the dummy corporation, leading to the loss of thousands of jobs.
Kidding me?
Order! Order!
No further questions, Your Honor.
Court is now back in session. You may be seated. I have listened carefully and taken into consideration the evidence presented here today and the testimony of witnesses. It is with much deliberation that I come to a decision today. I rule in favor of the plaintiffs and award them full reimbursement valuing the full amount of their lost pensions and life savings that they had invested in the May King stock, which was unethically obtained and then sold by the two highest ranking officials of May Kings for their own personal gains. Also, the court orders Kings to pay punitive damages in the amount of $15 million to be awarded to the plaintiffs evenly among each party named in this action. That is my ruling.
McPherson, get up. You little snot. How dare you?
This will not stand. It's clearly a conflict of interest. I'm going to make a few calls. We'll have you strung up by next week. That's right. Outside.
Walker, shut your mouth. You two are a disgrace to the law. You're bullies. Two big, fat, jealous bullies. After what you did to Jabari, when I'm done with you, you'll be lobbying your bunkmate to let you handle his next appeal. I will prove you tampered with those documents and purposefully gave him the wrong files.
You snarky little witch. All you have is your word against ours. And we lawyers call that hearsay. McPherson, if you want to continue your lucky streak, you might want to find yourself a smarter paralegal.
Yeah, and remember, we made you. And I'm tired of all this professional crap. First, this mediocre judge makes a bonehead verdict.
Excuse me? Mediocre?
Well, what do you call that verdict, huh? I call it hearsay.
Say one more thing.
Listen, I'm going to file an appeal. I'm going to have you removed from out of that seat.
Bailiff, take these two men in custody. I find you in contempt of court.
Yeah.
Them? I didn't do anything.
Gentlemen. What? Listen, this isn't over, McPherson. Get your hands up. This isn't over, McPherson. We're going to get you.
I mean, we will get you.
At least you two have each other. Thank you, D.
Anytime, man. Anytime. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, man, it just truly meant a lot that you guys believed in me. I mean, what I did before was wrong, and I wouldn't have expected to have a second chance, so it truly meant a lot.
It's all good, man. I mean, we have faith in you. I mean, I'm just glad you pulled through for us. Really appreciate it.
Sure.
And we see you at the party tonight, right?
Of course. Just make sure you get my legal fees.
I'll get them, man. I got that covered. Don't worry.
I know you do.
You missed the whole verdict.
Knew you'd win, son. Besides, I have some business to take care of with the shop.
Of course.
I'm so proud of you.
Thanks, Dad.
Your mom will be too. Let's get to this party I keep hearing about.
Yes, sir.
Heard some ex-employees are gonna be there.
Yeah. But first, can we stop at the hospital? I want to see how Harry's doing.
Sure. You might want to call ahead though. Make sure he's not resting.
Yes, sir. Hi, yes. I'm calling about a patient. Yeah, Hope. Hi, yes, I'm looking for Harry Douglas.
Let's take Moores Mill Road, Atlanta, and I-75 South.
It might be under his actual name, Harold James Douglas. When did that happen? No, thank you.
What's wrong, son?
Harry died. Just make sure you don't cheat this time.
Hey, you can't cheat.
You find a way to cheat in every single game we play. What game is this anyway?
Golf.
I suck at golf.
Hi, is this the McPherson's residence?
Yes, it is.
Hi, perfect. I'm looking for Jabari and Jahari.
I don't get my cards.
Son?
Ah, Mr. McPherson. Hi, my name is Beatrice Parker, and I'm Harry's private attorney.
Yes. How may I help you?
We have some things to discuss.
Miss Parker, I mean, I don't mean to sound rude or anything, but why are we watching Harry's video, Will?
Everything will make sense once you watch this.
Hello, everyone. I guess you're all wondering why I've asked you to be here today. Well, I have made this video to be viewed in the event of my death. Just for the record and for clarifications, my name is Harold James Douglas III. Jabari, I want you to know that I have always been very proud of you. I have always told you that you have a gift for being a lawyer, that it's in your DNA. And after I've seen all that you've accomplished, you've done nothing except prove me right. I remember when I first started out, I had just graduated from Harvard, top of my class, just like you. And when I finished, I, along with my friend and colleague, Richard MacArthur, went out and started the firm that is known today as D.L.N.M. For those that know my background, they know that I never married. And all the folks that, family members that carried my name have long been gone. But I did have someone once before. Her name was Stella, and we met shortly after I graduated from Harvard. Then one day, she came to me with the greatest news that any man could ever want to receive. She was pregnant with my one and only child. I can't tell you how happy that made me. But perfect life wasn't in the cards for us. You see, as time went on during her pregnancy, she became very ill. Well, she had the baby, a beautiful little girl. But during the delivery, she began to hemorrhage. The doctors couldn't save her. I was devastated. Here I am, a single father, filled with so much anger and so much pain. I had never prayed so hard for something to turn out right, and it turned out so wrong. I knew that I was not ready, nor was I in the proper mindset to become a father. So I gave up my child, and I went on with my life. After a few years, I wanted to see how she was doing. So using my connections, I was able to find her. She was a tiny version of her mother. And even though I never got a chance to talk with her, just being able to see her grow up and become successful was more than I could have ever asked for. But as time went on, she grew ill too. And she died of cancer. The one thing that I have learned through all this is that there is nothing more important in this earth to a man than family. And he has to love them through every storm. There's nothing more important that a man can leave his children than an inheritance. And that's what I plan to do here today. So, to Jobari and Johari, I leave my entire estate, all my wealth, along with all its assets and interests. As for my company, if you so choose, Jabari, it is yours to own and operate as you see fit. I have never been more honored or more proud to be able to do something as I have today. Continue to make me proud, son. And both of you, always remember, I love you dearly.
What?
I'm sorry. I didn't really know him like that. Why was my name mentioned?
And why are we his beneficiaries?
You really don't know?
No, what?
That makes sense now. Such a Harry move. Harry was your grandfather.
Finding out that Harry was our grandfather was both the most amazing and the most shocking thing that we've ever discovered in our entire life. Being able to hold our mother's birth certificate and baby photos for the first time put so much in perspective. All these years working under him, and he was keeping this secret from me, from us. Regardless, I'm just grateful that I was able to have a relationship with him at all. I promise to do my best to continue to make him proud. I decided to take Harry up on his offer and became senior partner of the firm. I realized I had some pretty big shoes to fill. But you know what? I'm up for the challenge. And I even got to hire some help by selecting my first ever associate partner. Someone that I felt that truly deserved the job. As far as Harry's house is concerned, I decided to give it to my sister. I realized I already knew where my home was. Home sweet home. A lot has changed this past year. The firm is doing great. Yes, we have had a lot of difficult times and challenges, but like everything else, it all worked out for the good. I have truly been blessed with a tremendously successful future, and I even have someone to share it with. Well, make that two.
doing?
Hi. You look pretty. Yeah, you too.
How you doing?
Come here.
Oh, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Oh. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Hey, Dad. Shouldn't I have a key or something?
No, we're not that close.
Love you, though.
It's amazing what will happen when you learn to surrender to His will above your own. He will take you places and help you to achieve things that you couldn't even imagine. And He will bring the right people into your life that will help you to do so.
So, how's life?
Even in the midst of my faults and failures, He still favored me. And I can never, ever do anything to deserve that. And I am so grateful for all the people that were placed into my life to help me become the man that I am today. Even the ones that hurt me. Speaking of Regis and Walker, they didn't have to go to jail after all. Of course, I fired them from the firm, but because I'm a good Christian man, I decided to hook them up with a sweet job interview. You're welcome. As far as Felicity is concerned, she is still chasing the money, but she did go back to her job as a paralegal. She had the baby, a beautiful baby boy. She said he annoys her because everything he does reminds her of me. I wonder why.
I gotta do it again, I know. It's okay. Yeah. You and Felicity had a beautiful baby.
Yeah, that's how we know it's mine.
Gotcha.
When I look at where I came from and every trial that I faced to get here, I can't help but say thank you, Lord. For the many blessings, I am so grateful. It makes me think of what Job had to go through. He had everything and lost it all. He was humbled, and God gave him immeasurably more than he had before. Even if I never get another blessing, I am grateful for what I have now. I have won and I have lost, but God has kept me. Through it all, I have truly been sustained. Let us pray.
I can hardly count life's ups and downs. I can hardly sing sometimes. Try to make my way through shifting sand. Try to build a house on solid ground. But I know you can do all things. No plan of yours can fail. Sustain, you hold the life of everything. Sustain, and the breath of all mankind. Sustain, sustained, sustained by the power of your name. Sustained by the one who doesn't change. You hold the life of everything and the breath of all mankind. I'm sustained by your hand. All the plans plans have made don't stay the same. I try to rearrange the game. I am weary of the back and forth. I'm so weary of the fight. But I know you can do all things. No plan of yours can fail. Sustain. You hold the life of everything. Sustain. And the breath of all mankind. Sustain. 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 By the power of your name. Sustain. By the one who doesn't change, you hold the life of everything and the breath of all mankind. I'm sustained by your hand. Of all mankind, sustain, 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 by the power of your name, sustain, by the one who doesn't change, sustain, sustain, sustain.
Tomorrow, proceedings will begin for the People v. Adams trial, where Matthew Adams, former accountant and senior VP of operations for Quest Financial, is facing up to 25 years in prison for allegations pertaining to the loss of more than $250 million from investments with clients of the company. We will continue with the live coverage tomorrow.
Thank you, Mark. Now, with the evidence against Mr. Adams and his cries of innocence, people can only wonder one thing. Will his actions be justified?